How's it going everyone, Juan Romero here from Switchwatch, back with another review. This is Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja 4 Road to Boruto, or as Jordan likes to call it, Road to Burrito. Anyway, joking aside, thank you so much. Our previous Naruto video is actually our most popular ever with over 300,000 views, so really do appreciate that. But is part 4 worth your hard-earned cash? Let's get into this one and find out. Let me start off this review and just cover a few questions that people may have who have played this already, own it elsewhere, and want to know what this game has over other consoles. It is a straight up port which includes Road to Boruto expansion pack and Next Generation's DLC update pack, but otherwise nothing else. As many have not played this before, we'll break it down like we normally do. Let's start with the story. Now, if you watched my previous review of the trilogy, I very much enjoyed all of the games in that one bundle. And if you're a fan, then it pays fantastic fan service to the story of the anime and manga series. It is told very well throughout these games. Here in part 4, the series is wrapped up nicely. In terms of how the story is told in part 4, I have to voice my slight disappointment. You see, the previous games, a lot of the story was told through the characters interacting with each other throughout the game, which really was fantastic. For some reason here, we do get a lot of what I can only describe as comic book type scenes with static pictures of the characters with voiceovers. Later on in the game, there is more of what I expect, but for me it diminished the quality in this title compared to the last 3 in a storytelling sense. The plot here begins with the 4th Shinobi World War fought by the Allied Shinobi forces, where Naruto reveals the villain. There are a lot of story elements to break up the game rather than going from fight to fight, which I very much enjoyed. If you've played any of the Naruto games, you'll know exactly what to expect here. Indeed, some of you may have already played this on another console. In part 4, the game's mechanics have been tweaked, and there is the ability here to wall run. Ultimate jutsus and awakenings are all present and correct and can be shared between characters, which are switchable in battle. If you're new to the series, this is a game where you get to fight other ninjas in an open 3D arena, but having an awesome story campaign to drive it, especially one based on the manga and anime, which is great. Here though, you can fight 3 on 3 using the same health bar here and swapping between characters during battle, which adds a lot of strategy. Here you have a massive amount of characters to choose from. There's 124 in total, which is massive, and all are easy enough to control to begin with, which has always been one of the game's highlights for me, as it makes them nice and accessible, but don't let that fool you. There is a level of depth here which takes an age to master. There are so many things to think about in battles, which are fast and furious, so while most casual players will get to grips and finish the story, go online and you can get absolutely massacred by expert players, especially in ranked matches. Blocking, combo cancels, jumping at the right time, chakra dashes, using your subs, and guard breaks are all essential skills to master this game. There is a handy practice mode. I have to admit I was really rusty, having not played any of these games since playing the trilogy. Personally, I think that the fighting mechanics here are probably the best out of all 4 Ninja Storm games. Sometimes though, too much choice is not always a good thing, but there are those who will say the more the merrier. You could say that the balancing is a slight issue, but again, it depends on the team you choose if you're looking to play online. For me, I was more interested in the campaign and adventure modes here. There are a number of modes to choose from, but many of you will of course start off with the story campaign, which is not going to take you much longer than 8 hours to complete. Don't forget though, this game comes with the bundled DLC Road to Boruto, which has another 3 hours of story, which is a rather nice addition. Other modes, such as adventure mode, allow you to take part in missions, and depending on your rank will allow you to unlock various cosmetic items, which can also be used to decorate your characters for online play. As always, the fighting is super fun here. The chakra plays a very important part, especially managing it. The blue bar is absolutely essential to your success, and keeping that blue bar as full as possible will make things a lot easier in battle. Jutsu techniques use power, and these attacks cause a lot of damage to your opponent. You can gain chakra by using a stance, which leaves you vulnerable though, so managing the gauge is all part of the game. Keep moving around the arenas is also essential so you don't get caught by your opponent's attacks, and here the game plays smoothly and fast. Melee attacks and combos feel and look great, and those jutsu attacks, whether ultimates or standard, really are fantastic to witness. The use of other characters in your group is slightly different to the previous games. As mentioned, you have the same health bar, which you'll have to manage between the 3 characters. Some like this and some don't. I don't mind it, but what is useful is having other characters on hand, especially as there is a character that you may want to use to pull off certain move, which you know will win the day. It's also about managing the resources at your disposal, because other characters in your party have separate meters such as the chakra bar, so you can build one up and then sub them, keeping them in reserve for when you need it. You'll also need to use each character at the right time to win the day, and that's not even talking about the specials you can carry out as a team, which is absolutely awesome to witness when that cutscene comes in. Subs allow you to teleport away from incoming attacks, but are also limited, so again, it's all about managing your strategy. Once you complete the story and adventure missions, there are other modes too, such as going online for competitive battles, or just having a match against friends, and to be fair, that's how I prefer to play. I did play online on other consoles such as the PS4, and there are some amazing players on there that you're not going to get near. While I was not able to test online on the Switch, all of the same options are here. You also have the opportunity to play friends locally with the free battles option, which if you want you can play a tournament or even set up a league, which again is a fun distraction, but my interest again was more in the campaign. If you didn't like the previous entries, then this is probably not going to change your mind, as it's much of the same and is a continuation of the story that you probably love if you're into it, and you're going to enjoy this. People who have not played these games, I still feel there's plenty of fun to be had here. The audio is always excellent in these games. The soundtracks are good throughout, which is most pleasing, and having the option of English and Japanese dub is going to please a lot of people.
My heart dances when fighting. Madara, why you? Come.
おお、隙が見当たらぬ。なかなかの忍びぞ。面白い。
Some of the English acting though, the voice acting is not the best I've heard, but for those that want it, the option's there. I quite liked listening to the Japanese with the English subtitles. The sound effects are great here as well. Visually and performance wise, it's very good on the Nintendo Switch. I've always thought that these games were rather beautiful to look at, with the cell shading used and the vast amount of effects on screen, especially within battle, and here it ups the ante from the previous games. The special moves look incredible, the particle effects added are in my opinion better than the previous games, and while this game is now over 4 years old, it still looks great. I'm glad that the port of the Switch is very good indeed, runs smoothly for the most part at 30 frames per second both in handheld and docked. I was disappointed though how some of the story was told through those static cutscenes used, but it is still very good. Value wise, the game is priced at £44.99 in the UK, £49.99 for our friends in the US. As stated, in total you're getting around 12 hours of story, and well, this game brings the Ninja Storm series to a nice ending. You also have online play against your mates or randoms once you're done with the campaign, which will give it some longevity. If I were new to this game, I would probably buy the trilogy, which is the same price and gets you the 3 previous installments, and then see if it's your cup of tea. If you're the sort of player who only wants this to play online, then I would say that this is the one to get. It has the largest roster of characters, a decent online presence, and this will be the one to go for on the Nintendo Switch. I have to also mention there's nothing extra here really for the Switch. It's a straight port not even the inclusion of HD Rumble, which was rather disappointing to say the least. I would have also preferred that you could buy all 4 games in one package, like on other consoles. Hopefully that may come in the future. My verdict then, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 Road to Boruto is a very good game. You have all the characters to choose from that you could ever want, and this was lovingly created to please fans of the manga and anime, and for that, it's a winner. There are some misgivings aside, such as the cutscenes used, some balancing issues I would say, but it's still a very fun game like the previous installments were, and if you've not had a chance yet to experience the Naruto universe, well, now's your chance. This one's a solid 7.5 out of 10 from me. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this review, then please show your support and hit that like button. Leave us a comment down below letting us know what you think of this game. Is it one that you've played before? Are you going in for that double dip? Or maybe you're a new player looking to give this one a try. Either way, let us know in the comment section down below. And if you are a new watcher, why not hit that subscribe button and bell notification? And that bell notification, that applies to existing subscribers. Make sure you turn that on so we can let you know when our new reviews go live. And especially, you want to see all the bargains that comes out every Sunday. We release that about 7 PM UK time. And all the physical releases on the Nintendo Switch every Monday from Jordan. And in between that, all of those lovely reviews. My name's Juan Romero. Stay safe out there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your support and for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Take care. See you on the next one.